I always wished my life was more interesting. I always wished something exciting would happen. Something so big, it would change my life forever. I had only been attending Columbine for about a month when it happened. I didn't really have any friends, being the new girl and all, so I spent most of my free time at school aimlessly roaming the halls or finding a quiet place to sit and read. I remember that day I decided to go to the library to work on homework during lunch, since I didn't really have anywhere else to go. But I had only been in there for about 10 minutes when I heard this loud noise coming from the hallway. And these two students ran in, a guy and a girl. And the girl was calling for the librarian, saying the boy that was with her had been shot. At first I thought it was just some stupid, sick senior prank, so I just disregarded all the commotion. But then Miss Nelson shouted for everybody to get under the tables. When we heard more gunshots and screaming ringing through the halls, we knew it was real. I panicked and looked for a place to go. And that's when I saw this boy I had never met before. I guess he must have noticed how lost and scared I looked, because he gestured for me to come hide with him. It was so weird, because there was this one moment where it felt like time had slowed down, and I got a chance to look at his eyes. They were this incredible, beautiful shade of blue. So bright and full of life, he gave me a timid smile. There was a certain kindness in his expression that made me feel safe, despite everything going on around us. But that moment of silence was broken by the sound of more gunshots in the hallway getting closer. The boy with the blue eyes grabbed my hand, and he locked his ocean blue eyes on mine. "We're gonna be okay," he said. "Everything's gonna be okay." But then the doors burst open. Everything after that felt so surreal, like time was moving so slow and yet all too fast at the same time. I closed my eyes and just kept hoping everything would go away. Go away. Wake up, Nicole, please. Please, this isn't real. This can't be real. Just wake up. Wake up, please. But my thoughts were silenced by the sound of more gunshots. I felt a sharp pain in my thigh. It took me a second to even realize what had happened. I looked down and I reached to grip the source of pain. Blood. I looked to my left and the boy with the blue eyes had let go of my hand and was instead clutching his stomach. He was pleading with the shooter, begging for his life. I tried to think of something to say, as if the right words could save his life. But I couldn't save his life. I couldn't even form a complete thought when... No, I can still see it. There was just so much blood. I passed out after that. I couldn't handle the sight of all the blood. It was too much. I woke up later, surrounded by paramedics and police. I was lifted onto a gurney and this woman kept asking me questions. But everything was just a big chaotic blur. I could hear sirens blaring in the distance. But all I could think about were all the questions that were spinning in my head. Why did this have to happen? Why did I survive? Why didn't he? He had a family, he had friends, he had a future, he had a life. Life. We take it for granted, don't we? I always wished my life was more interesting. I always wished something so big, so exciting would happen.